Welcome to the November edition of Young People Doing Big Things. Our guest for today is Osinachi Ewurum, who is a 19-year-old video editor and graphics designer. He is an admin at Prepare for Jam UTME, Nigeria's largest Facebook community of students with about 1.2 million members. And now, a little bit about Esther. Ed Software Development Academy is a software training academy based in Lagos. The academy runs a 3-month program that trains students to be able to build simple applications. Without further ado, meet our guest Osinachi Ewurum and our host Enoch Olisa.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Young People Doing Big Things. If you're just joining us, you're most welcome to your very first edition. Young People Doing Big Things is a program that is designed to showcase what young people in the tech space are doing. So on the program, we meet them, we hear from them. In particular, we want to know more about their aspirations and their hope for the future. So once again, you're welcome to this program. Please like, the video and subscribe so you can see our past interviews and the future ones we are going to have. On today's edition of the program, we have Osinachi Ewurum. Osinachi is a video editor and a graphic designer. Is also the admin at Prepare for Jam UTME. Prepare for Jam UTME is one of the largest student communities on Facebook and in Nigeria. It's a group that is dedicated to sharing information about post-secondary school admissions in Nigeria. So once again, we have Osinachi Ewurum, a video editor and a graphic designer. Osinachi, you're welcome to today's edition of the program.
Thank you, Mr. Enoch. I'm very grateful for this opportunity.
Yes, you're most welcome. So let's meet you. Of course, we know your name, your age, and your educational background.
Okay, my name is Osinachi Ewurum Franklin. I'm 19 years old, and I'm a student of the Federal University of Technology, Owerri. I'm studying biochemistry for now.
Okay, that's nice. And how did you get into? Okay, when did you start video editing and graphic designing?
If I can still recall, I started learning video editing and graphic design last year, that's 2021, around April, May. That was the time I started learning video editing and graphic design.
Okay, that's nice. And what made you start?
Well, back then there was a lot going on, but the main reason I started learning video editing and graphic design was when I had a conversation with my mentor, Dr. James. He made mention of me getting a skill that in Nigeria as a whole, most educational factor, most people don't depend on their certificate to get employment. Some courses are not worth it in Nigeria. So getting a skill will also add a value to me, whether I'm getting a certificate or whether I'm not getting a certificate. So with that mindset, I went into technology, that's video editing and graphic design.
That's quite noteworthy to hear. And of course, I can see you've made good progress. So let's know the tools that you use. That's the softwares that you're very proficient in for your video editing and graphic designing.
Okay, there are many tools in video editing and graphic design, but for now, Well, I must say that for video editing, I'm focusing on Premiere Pro, which I still have a lot to learn. Although for video editing, I'm focusing on Premiere Pro, and for graphic design, we have Photoshop. For now, I'm focusing on those.
Okay, that's good to hear. And um, 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 so far, what has been your highest points in your video editing and graphic designing journey? Like, what has happened to you? What's that in quotes good thing that's happened to you that you look back and you were like, I'm happy I took this journey?
Well, there are a lot of things that happened to me choosing this journey. One of them is meeting a lot of people, meeting a
Okay,
lot of tech people. That's one of the things that have happened to me in this journey.
okay. So I mean, if I'm understanding you well, your highest point has been meeting people.
Yes, connecting to a lot of tech guys. I have a lot of tech friends as for now, both international and national.
Okay. And let me also link that question to the next one. Can you say video editing has opened doors for you?
Obviously, video editing have opened many doors for me. Actually, imagine a student earning his living, doing most of some certain things for himself, not even depending on his parents for some certain things. In Nigeria, is seen as a big deal. So it has opened many doors for me.
Yeah. That's nice to hear. I mean, I can relate with some of those things. For someone like me who started also working in my 200 level, I can relate with some of those things. Yeah. So while there are some things you need support for from your parents or guardians, but for the fact that you're earning, there are some little things that you can just meet by yourself. So I can deal. That's nice to hear. Let's hope young people who are watching this can take one or two things. So most of the people we've interviewed on young people doing big things already have a skill that they are doing. That's how we call it young people doing big things. They're already applying their skills. So anytime we come here to share some things about them, we hope the young people who are watching can learn and can appreciate some things that these people are sharing so that you that's the young person can apply it to your journey. I mean, that's very profound to hear, Osinachi. Let's move on to our second question. Do you have mentors in video editing and graphic design? Have there been people who have taken you by the hand, shown you the way?
And yes, I have a lot of mentors in graphic design and video editor. Because in this job, no matter how good you are, no matter how professional you are, you need people that could review your work before you can submit it to a client. So I have mentors like I have Tito, the content creator. He's a video editor. He works for social brands. I have the Sunshine Oloha. She was my coach in video editing. So I have many mentors. I have Coach Victor and all the rest. They are here for me actually. So it's still a journey. It's still a journey.
Yeah.
So I need mentors.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, that's very lovely to hear. One of the things you said that I really like was when you send your video to them so that they can review before you send to a client. So for those who are watching this too and who are also young people, you need some form of critical reviews for your work and it's better if your mentors or your colleagues or your friends can critically review your work because the truth is, if they don't, the client is going to do that, and is going to do that in a very bad way. When the client critically reviews your work, is either he won't come back again, or is either they would tell some other people that your work is bad. So, I mean, it's something that young people who are watching this who are already in one skill or the other can learn. Thanks so much for your response, Osinachi.
Thank you,
Okay, now
sir.
let's begin to move to some of, the fancy stuff. Do you have a dream computer? And if yes, what's your dream computer?
Well, in this question particularly, there are a lot of dream computers that I want, like a video editor. Is I don't normally need a PC. If I'm going big, I need a monitor for like four square monitor where I have different monitors to be reviewing my work. But for now, I can say MacBook or iMac is one of my targets, and I'm sure that by next year I'm going to get it. So because they
Okay.
have a lot of quality, like in graphic design, you need a system that has good graphics card for reviewing your work. For video editing, there are a lot of compartments that you need, like the processor speed, the RAM, the screen size. These are things that will determine a good work for video editing. So without these things, it will make your work very, very difficult for you to process.
Okay. It's good to hear. I know those applications, video editing and graphic designing, take a lot of RAM space. So that's nice to hear. Still moving on. Do you have a dream company that you want to work for?
Um, I don't actually have a company I want to work for. I believe in being the boss of myself, working, employing people for me because I have a dream. I have a lot in my head. Like if I try to dish out the contents and the things I want for my future, is not though yes, I can work under some people, but for a dream company that will employ me for me to be working under them, no, I don't have that in mind for now.
Yeah, okay. That's nice to hear. You've answered the second question, which was which is rather, do you plan to create your own company in future? It's nice to hear, and it's very pleasant to know that you have such aspirations. Now, let's move on from those questions to another set of questions. Do you feel video editing is underutilized in Nigeria? That's let okay, I could also put it this way. What applications do you feel that video editing or video creation can make content understanding better? So for example, education, we have a lot of text and materials. Do you feel maybe having a video textbook will make it better? For, let's say, um, health, do you think maybe some health applications, like maybe a hospital, what are they doing that video editing can help? Just generally, do you feel video editing is
Yeah,
underutilized in Nigeria? Then what are the applications you feel, the knowledge of video editing can help? Video editing and video creation. Yeah.
yeah. Man, in Nigeria, basically in Nigeria, video editing, with the help of video editing, because video editing can convert a lot of messages in few shots, can get a whole lot of information from a video than from a writing. Uh, that's why video editing and graphic design might look alike because they convey messages in a form where the audience can find it attractive to understand. For in like in Nigeria, most of us we don't normally like reading stuff. We don't normally like reading like now I'm a moderator in the one of the largest group in Nigeria. And we have a lot of questions from students every day asking how will I fill my jam form, how will I get this admission, this person and that. But if we actually form a video and explain how to process their jam and all those stuff, they will not find it difficult, because if you write a content, they might likely read it or they may not read it. But if it's in a video format, where is eye catchy, where nobody can pass the information, it will be very, very easy to be solving such problems, because many people are not getting admission today because they don't have information, full information, because Nigeria educational sector is one of what I can't really explain now if you don't really know how to follow information. So it really helps a lot.
Okay, that's nice to hear. So what I'm understanding is that to pass across information better and in a more entertaining and presenting way, video editing can be applied to many applications. One of them is education admission. That's nice to
Yes, sir.
hear. Okay, and in rounding up now, to somebody who is watching this, what advice do you have to that person, like a young person who is thinking of going into video editing? What advice do you have to that person?
The advice I have for a young person going to video editing, because like I normally see video editing like the junior brother to coding, because coding is one of the will I say the hardest tech skill to learn. And video editing also has something related to that, because if you don't have passion for it, one, you might likely end at the way. But if you have passion, if you have a goal, like I have a goal of, there is a goal I want to reach in this video editing, which I've not yet gotten to, because when I get to it, I know, yes, I've achieved my goal. So if you have a goal for learning video editing, if you have the passion, you are going to push more, you're going to learn more, because there's a lot of challenges. You might not have a good system. You might be learning through your phone. I started learning video editing with my mobile phone. I started editing video with my mobile phone. I started designing with my mobile phone. That doesn't make me different from those people that are editing with their PC or designing with their PC. Yes, many people may say that I'm not professional because I'm not working with my PC, but if you relate their content, their videos, their design with mine, there's actually nothing so different from that, apart from the quality which Premiere Pro or Photoshop might add to the design. So the challenges there are much, but if you have the passion, if you have a goal to reach, I guess you can reach your goal, you can achieve that.
That's nice to hear. Thanks so much, Osinachi. So if you're a young person thinking of going into video editing, you have learned from somebody who has gone on that journey. If you are saying you don't have a laptop, you have heard from him. If you have a phone, you can start. So there's no excuse. Just like he said, and I would like to add, thanks so much for being very open and sincere. Video editing is hard. I've tried to do video editing and I ran away. Video editing is, and why, and the way it works is this. If it's hard, the skill is going to be in demand. If it's easy, plenty people will be doing it, and the skill will not be so much in demand. But if that skill is hard to learn and do, few people will be doing it, and they are going to be in demand. Last year, I wanted to do a video project, and the video editors I reached out to said most of them were busy. Like, video editing is an in-demand skill. For every movie you have watched, for every video that you see on Facebook, on YouTube, it's video editors that did it. Do you understand? Then the video editing can lead you to a whole lot of futures. You can work in any company that is strong on social media. You can start your YouTube channel and get paid as the channel grows. So so just take everything Osinachi has said. Start with what you have. If you say you don't have a laptop, with your phone, you can start with it. You need to be passionate because you need to be passionate because it's something that you are going to grow in and you will meet challenges along the way. And like I said, video editing, because it's a bit difficult, it's in demand. So while it's difficult and it takes time to learn, but people always demand for your skills. So that's about it. Thanks so much, Osinachi. It's been nice speaking with you. Some of the people that are listening and watching may like to follow you on your social media platforms. So if you can call out the social media platforms that you are on and say your name or your handle so that they can follow you.
Okay. On Facebook, my username is Ewurum Osinachi Franklin. Then on Instagram, Snatch Frank 4. Then another platform which I normally use is LinkedIn. Um, Ewurum Osinachi, that's my username also. So
Okay. Thanks so much, Osinachi. It's been nice speaking with you. And
thank you, sir.
I'm hoping and very optimistic that a young person who has watched this video is inspired and would take up video editing very seriously. Once again, thanks for joining us. Please subscribe to our channel so you can see our um more interviews that we release every month, and you can watch past interviews. This program has been powered by EdSoftware Software Development Academy. We are a software training institute based in Lagos. And as an aside, Osinachi is the first non-software developer that we are inviting to the platform. And the reason is simple. Video editing is very hard, and video editing is an in-demand skill. So I took that decision to invite him, like I said, because while not everybody may want to learn software and development, another in-demand and technically difficult skill is video editing. So that's why he was invited. So, but this program has been powered by Exeter Software Development Academy. We are based in Lagos, and we train young people like you to learn how to become software developers. Thanks for joining us, and hoping you join us in subsequent editions. Bye for now.